Welcome to this video on optics trade debates. Myself Theodore
And Andras.
We will talk today about a specific brand. We received really a lot of emails regarding this brand. It's today's topic is Holosun, so the Chinese company that makes red dot sights. And if we just start, Andras, can you tell me a little bit about general data about Holosun?
Of course. Holosun, we have to say, is a fairly young company. It was established in 2013, and so it's been in existence for about 5 years. And in this short period of time, they have managed to come to quite a, I would say, they have grown quite a lot. So they have their red dot sights that they make have become quite popular. They have made many series so far, and they're constantly updating them. So what I think is very crucial to say here with Holosun is that they have a very, I would say, very nicely made business plan, which enables them to constantly upgrade their products and also pay attention to what customers actually demand and then answer to that demand.
That's really funny because I remember them when I saw them for the first year. I think it was 2014 or 2015 at SHOT Show in Las Vegas. And you know, when you go to SHOT Show, there are so many different companies there, and so many coming also from China. But they look all pretty much the same when you see all these OEM producers of optics and so on. But I remember the Holosun stand because they were so different. Because first of all, they had a really large number of products from the same category. So they produce only red dots, nothing else. And this was something that really stood up, because everybody else does everything from binoculars to rifle scopes, spotting scopes and so on. They did only red dot sights at that time. Now I know that they also produce lasers.
Yes.
And what was the second thing was that immediately when you look at their products, you could feel that the quality level was much higher than what would you expect from a new company from China, because it was like, whoa, it's almost like, let's say, a Swedish original. So this was quite a shock, and this was something what I think made their success possible. So they do stick out of the crowd. They are different because the quality is so much higher, the design is cleaner, and they're really focused. They're producing red dots and red dots only.
Yeah.
And this is something what, at least for me, made a huge difference, so that the first time when I saw them, I knew that there will be something from this company, that they will grow and that they will succeed on the market, which is true today.
Of course, and as you said, that on the market we can find a plethora of different companies that actually offer their red dot sights for a very low price, but you also get very low quality. And with Holosun, they took it to, it's still at an affordable level, but the quality is still very acceptable, so they're getting there. So
yeah, it's like they are not cheap,
yes,
not even by any standards. They are more affordable than European and Japanese counterparts. However, the quality is on the same level, or just maybe a little bit behind, but not much, while the price is still, I would say, 30, 40, 50% lower.
And we could say that they also break the stereotype, because it's still a common misconception here in Europe that everything made by the Chinese is of low quality. And if we take a look at these products made by Holosun, we can see that they can stand up to maybe even Japanese and even some European products. That's definitely a step up for the Chinese products.
Yeah, it's like you said, this common association that if something is made in China is not of great quality. It definitely falls with Holosun, because their products are more than decent for the price you're paying for them. So at the moment they are only producing red dots and lasers.
That's right.
That's right. And lasers for the last 2 or 3 years or something like that.
That's right.
Not more. So what are the main series or types of their red dot sights at the moment?
Yes, here we have the 4 different series that they currently have in their production. This here is the example from the tube series.
So it's mounted.
It's mounted with a ring. As you can see, the ring is also comes with the sight itself.
Yeah.
I think it's a 30mm ring. Is
yeah,
it's
a 30mm tube, and this sights. This one is 406 model, You have different ladders behind them. It depends which features it has. All of their tube series are mounted only with one ring, 30mm ring.
That's right.
Then
we have the Infinity series, so you can see that they have an integrated mount. From the outside looks, they both have this, I would say, the tube side look, but however, this is a little bit different.
A little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger. It's not mounted with a tube. It has a special integrated Picatinny mount on the bottom, and so that's basically it.
So basically, the Infinity is meant for mounting on AR platforms, because
correct.
you have a standard line of sights for the ARs. While the tube, you can experiment a little bit with mounting even for other applications, even though they come as a standard with a mounting ring.
So it's a cantilever type mount, we could say.
I would say the standard mount which comes with this dot is made for AR platforms, so for flat top Picatinny rails. However, because it offers possibility to mount it with a 30mm tube, you can experiment a little bit with mounts, and you can use it on other platforms also.
Then we have a small tube sight. This model is Holosun named Parallel. So you can see that they are really reminiscent of some of the Swedish products.
Very famous.
Very famous, yeah.
For all red dot sights of this type, of this size and so on, I say this is a micro class.
Yes.
Because let's be honest, Aimpoint Micro set the rules for this class, and now everybody else is following those rules, and Micro is still the benchmark. So these are the parallel models.
Yes, and they do come quite close. I mean, because many manufacturers that do make this type of sights are not really of high quality. And Holosun is this quality or not? It's quite decent.
It's quite decent, especially if you consider the price. It's more than decent.
Yeah, then we have the fourth one. As you can see, this is a reflex sight type. They call this series reflex, of course, because these are reflex type sights. The most compact, the most small. They can also be mounted on.
Yeah, you can mount this also probably on a pistol, but they also have bigger models which are still reflex. I think the 510C is at least 4 times.
I think there are currently 4 models in this series. 2 are a little bit bigger and 2 of the smaller type, I think.
Yeah, so they're
constantly updating their models.
Basically, they have 2 at the moment. 2018, we're filming this. At the moment, they have 2 different form factors for the reflex. The bigger one for the rifle and the smaller one for the pistol. I know that they also produce the Elite, which you have there at the end. What is the Holosun Elite, if you can explain?
Yes, this is a whole new, different separation of their models. So each one of these can either be, let me correct myself, the parallel and the reflex can be normal or elite. Whereas these 2 types only come in the standard non-elite version. Now the elite models have been introduced quite recently. They have not been on the market for long, and what this basically means is that the elite model either has one or both functions that fall into this category. Either it has a green illuminated dot
for the colorblind
people, or the people that have problems seeing the red color, and then the second one would be that it's partially or fully made of titanium. It can have either of these 2 functions, or it can have both. And if it has one of these 2 functions, it already falls into the elite class. As you can see, this one has a green illuminated dot.
Yeah, so it's
even in there, you can see that in their
in their logo.
In their logo, it has the classic one has the red one. The elite has the green dot inside.
So basically, but this one is not made of titanium. This one only has the green red dot.
We could say that. This is
basically the same, man.
Basically the same, except that it has the green dot.
So okay, the Elite we already covered. We also have a separate video about the Holosun Elite models. We came a little bit to the technology. I see that they really feature a wide range of different products. So the differences between this, let's say if we take the Parallel 403 or 503, there are many different technologies which you can buy with different models. Can you elaborate a little bit about it? We have a separate video about each acronym in the name, what it means. Yes. But still, if you can do a roundup, which
we can do we will do a roundup of the most commonly used acronyms, which are A, B, C, and G. So these are the most commonly used ones. And the A, B, and G mostly have to do with the location of the battery compartment. The A models have the battery compartment underneath the model. So
under the mount, yeah.
Under the mount, you have to remove the mount in order to access the battery compartment. Then the B models have that in the form of a battery tray,
yeah, like here,
like that one. Yeah. The Model C also have the same place for the battery, but they also come with a solar panel on top. And as you can see, we all have, all these models have the solar panel on top. It's a technology that Holosun commonly uses, and it proves to be quite an efficient one.
I know that they have really long battery lives, almost as long as Aimpoint, but a little bit less. I think 50,000 hours.
50,000 hours. That's really a long.
Yeah, really long battery life. But they also feature the solar panel for daytime use without the battery, if you wish. Okay, so this is definitely one technology that is only theirs.
Yes, then we also have to point out that I will just say that the G model, which I almost forgot, it has the battery compartment in the form of a round-shaped cover on the sides.
Here,
yeah, we don't have any models
here,
here,
but okay. At the moment, yeah.
Now let's move on to the technologies again. Yeah, we must point out that they're one of the first manufacturers who made red dot sights out of titanium.
Titanium housing.
Not many manufacturers have gone into these waters.
True.
Up to now. So titanium is a material that's more robust. It's also more lightweight.
Lighter,
so a very nice addition. And also the green technology, the green laser. This is also quite a new branch, I would say, in the world of red dot sights.
What I also like from the technologies is the shake awake function.
Oh, the shake awake function, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so when it's completely still, it turns off to save the battery, even though it has a really extremely long battery life. But when you move it, it immediately turns on.
Yeah, and this really happens in an instant. So this is really perfected. It powers off, then you make a slight movement and it's back on again and ready for use. So this is...
What about the reticles? Well, not the reticles, but what kind of dots can you order in Holosun products?
First, you have the classic dots. So where you just have the dot as the reticle, and these are available in 2 and 4 MOA version. Meaning 2 MOA will provide somewhere around 6 centimeters of coverage on 100 meters, and the 4 MOA will provide twice as much. And then we also have some versions that where the customer can pick the circle dot version, where you have the dot in the middle and the circle around.
The circle dot, yeah.
And some of the models also come with the ability that the user can switch between these reticles. They call this the multi-dot, I think. And
so you can switch between a normal dot and a circle
dot. And all of these are also available in green and red, as I mentioned before. So
I know also that they have a cooperation with Primary Arms from the US, and so this is the third, the ACSS.
The ACSS reticle. This is very. We have to point out this is a very popular reticle. We receive quite a lot of.
This 503G model. It's really popular. A lot of people buy it, and this is basically a red dot with a holdover. And this is definitely with holdover points.
An improvement. A technology that worth mentioning. So incorporating such a reticle in a red dot sight is definitely a step forward.
Yeah, this is definitely something really special. Please check on our website, 503G with an ACSS reticle. Really interesting concept. So a red dot with a holdover points in a red dot. So it's a horseshoe.
And this is what we meant when we said that Holosun is always moving forward. So constantly updating their products to satisfy the demands of the shooting market. So if we sum everything up, so Holosun in essence is a really innovative company which produces red dot sights and lasers. Their main unique selling point, I would say, is that you get a really decent quality for an affordable price. So the price to quality ratio is really, really great with them. They also, in my opinion, have a really clean design. They know what they're doing, and at the same time, even though they have a clean design, they have a really wide range of different products.
So you can buy a product with so many different features.
You can choose where the battery compartment is.
Or to have the solar panel or not, and you also get all other technologies like shake awake and hold over points in the reticle and so on. So they're really, really innovative and up to date. Did I forget anything else?
I think you didn't forget anything. I think we probably covered everything that we said.
Please also check all our other videos, because we have a lot of videos where we compare different features of different series and different products, because they really have a 50.
We also have a video where we mention all the symbols, the letters, and cover them thoroughly.
Yeah, what every acronym in the name means, because this was a lot of questions regarding this topic.
And I think that even Holosun is a little bit clumsy when marking all the names. Sometimes the U, for example, means that they have shrouded turrets, but some U models do not have shrouded turrets, so they still have to level this.
I would say the same. Yeah, sometimes you see that they have a feature and then there is no acronym in the name, or the other way around. They don't have the feature, but it is in the name. So a little bit of common sense is advised. But in general, I would say 90% of the time all their acronyms are straight.
Correct.
So check all our other videos. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you forgot anything, use comments below or send us an email. Bye.
Thank you, bye.